2 of my boyfriend and his mother have an incestuous relationship, question mark? Welcome to the update. Hi everyone. It's been a little while since I made the post in Am I Overreacting? Asking for advice. I appreciate those who had kind words and genuine advice. Thank you. Sorry if this post is a little all over the place, as long as was my last one. A lot has gone on in the time since I last posted, and I'm just venting it all out and documenting my experience. I want to start by addressing a couple things people commented in my last post. 1, people ask why I never go to the kitchen and make food myself. I am not lazy at all, and I gladly would make him and myself food because I actually love cooking. But he would never let me go into the kitchen because he says he's embarrassed of the state of it. I have offered numerous times to cook, but he would never let me. One day when him and his mother were at work, I did go peek in the kitchen to see what the fuss was about and why he wouldn't let me in there. It was a mess. The sink overflowing with dishes, cabinet doors falling off, clutter everywhere, and dog pee on the floor. So I guess I see why. Number 2, why did I never leave the room? It is an extremely small house. His mother does nothing around the house and it is a mess. And he gave up on trying to clean because she and the dog destroy everything. Downstairs consists of a kitchen, bathroom, and living room. He didn't want me in the kitchen and nobody ever uses the living room. I only would need to go downstairs to use the bathroom. We both stay in our room together as that was literally the only habitable space for us. On to the update. We have had numerous conversations about how I feel something weird was going on that day. I heard the banging and I feel like something is very off about his relationship with his mother. I straight up told him it sounded like they were having spicy sleep. I also told him that if something like that was going on, it has clearly been something he has been dealing with since a child, and I would be willing to get him help, but he needs to realize that this is fucking sick. And whether or not the relationship was physically inappropriate, she clearly is emotionally incestuous with him, and he needs to do something about it or he will lose me forever. I cried to him and expressed how if such a thing was going on, not only do I feel sorry for him and I can empathize as I have been victim to childhood inappropriate area abuse, but I need him to understand how I feel being dragged into such a fucked up situation when I'm just a girl who fell in love with a guy having no idea what I was getting myself into. He has never outright admitted that something was going on that day or in general. But things he has said and his behavior leads me to believe that he is being taken advantage of by his mother. I've straight up said if I am crazy or having delusions to think something so sick is going on, I will gladly get help or check myself in somewhere. To which he said, "You're not crazy. I don't think you're crazy." In our conversation about this, he has cried, he has said he is probably traumatized by her, and he has said things like, "She's sick." He expressed to me how he wants to get out of there and be away from her. I could see in his face when confronting him about this that he looks visibly traumatized and just sick. He gets worked up in a way that to me just screams that he's been traumatized. Sometimes he hyperventilates when talking about it and stutters and his voice cracks. Oh, my heart breaks for him. The things he says feels like he's trying to tell me or confirm it without just saying the words. He once said, "I'll tell you more about my mother and my childhood when we're out of here." Meaning moved out. Maybe it was uncomfortable to talk about, especially because we were still around her. All of these things feel to me like subtle confirmations. Since then, I have noticed he has created distance from her. He would leave the door wide open anytime he stepped out. He tells me he wants me to trust him and I can go downstairs if I ever am feeling weird. He has expressed how much he truly loves me and does not want to lose me over this, and has been proving it with his action. He also has made a massive effort to move out of there and away from his mother. I'm still pregnant. I am still pregnant. I actually had made an appointment to end things because of this. I was in the worst mental state and depression I had ever been in. My appointment fell on the last day that it was legal to end in my state. And it was 2 hours away because the clinics closest to me didn't have any available appointments. I ended up missing this appointment. Looking back now, it feels like fate maybe. I am now in a better mental state and I have grown to love my baby, and I am glad that he is still here. Yep, it's a boy. I expressed to him that I would not ever feel comfortable with his mother around my baby, and he has agreed with me. Another subtle confirmation to me. My boyfriend and I have since moved out and got our own place. We are going on 2 weeks here now. I haven't brought up the situation again as we have been busy with moving and I am giving it some time. But I do believe now that we are in